Oaks, Speed Bump, Mystery Race Night. 10 players here. Ridiculous.
We have so many people who showed up for the best game on the NES.
Off screen, we have Diddy and Patty B's. And I am ready to go. We gave them the manual. They have 30 minutes to figure out with that and anything they know about this game. This game's rough. I wanted to make sure they had the directions that they could use here. We're ready to go.
All right. Well, I will give them the countdown then. They're going to get 30 minutes to make it as far as they can. I'm pretty excited. I'm vaguely familiar with this game, but I've never played it.
It's tough. But they're going to get somewhere in this. Let's switch audio to Jaspertine just because it's louder. The goal of this game is to get to the exit with your snake bits, like all of them, I think. Like you have to eat things and expand and then get to the exit with it. Something like that. I played it recently. I've never beaten it.
What genre would you say this game is?
Isometric platformer from hell. I mean, what isometric platformer isn't?
That's, I mean, that's fair. It's a snake-like.
So you have to find the orbs and eat them to get your snake expanded. And you gotta protect your snake getting through. There's a couple of gotcha traps. Even in
the manual
start.
says you're looking in every stage for the nimbly pimblies.
That's them. You have to be a complete snake and then find the exit, and that's a challenge too. There's a various bunch of switches and secrets and stuff like that. The bell is the problem. You see subwoofers playing with it. They aren't big enough to ding the bell when they jump on, like a strongman bell, you know?
Right.
They need to have the
So
strength.
you gotta get more body parts.
The orbs come out of that speaker. I feel like it's not usually very difficult to get the orbs. Holding on to them, getting to the exit in one piece, that's the tough. That's the struggle. It is a game where you're constantly climbing up this giant thing. I think you're on the outer ring of a pyramid, so the stage is reduced in size, I think. You can see the entire game's map in one big picture somewhere on the internet. It's pretty neat. Let me see.
Is it so you can lose body parts, right?
Yeah, that is. You have to recollect them when you do.
Okay. This seems like one of those games that, as the levels get later and later, and I'm sure the demand for the size of your body goes up and up, that it's probably really easy to just kind of have a cascading failure where you just start losing pieces constantly and it's hard to clean up.
I'm gonna temporarily put the map. Yeah, I found it as well. Thanks to you, kid. This is the whole game in map mountain form. We shrink the hell out of that. Way too big. Hold on a second. Let's delete a number off of that. I could actually use studio mode in the future, maybe. What it's actually for. Alright, I finally shrunk this damn thing down enough to fit on screen. Here it is. As you can see, the green is where the players started. They're on the orange now, and the red. That is the map.
For Pink Kitty Rose, who took a warp to, it looks like halfway up the mountain.
It's pretty big. So I imagine, because of that, not that I would certainly know, but I imagine that the stages technically get smaller in size, even though I'm sure they get harder in scope. I didn't know this game had Battletoads warps. It is a rare game though, right? So, unsurprising. Well, Pink Kitty Rose, I'm glad they're on screen to show us the their snake fell off. They have this like trailing text effect when they do. But I'm glad we get to see the game as it becomes ice mountain slope with garbage jumps around a corner.
The game looks like it falls apart fast. Like what a nice game hanging out around the lake, and then
yeah.
It eventually just becomes hell.
It is a Battletoads equivalent difficulty going on here at this point. Yeah, it is isometric, rare game 101, like everything you would expect when you hear those words. If you're hearing Discord notifications, it's probably from one of the players, because it shouldn't be from me. I didn't hear any, though.
It's coming through whoever's audio you're capturing every now and then. It's rare.
You know what? I think I heard one and I looked at my Discord. And, yeah, that might be why I did that. I just kind of subconsciously did that. Everyone's gonna be in the water zone for a while when they get there. That's the tough one. Kitty Rose back to the start. How do we measure progress on the warp?
I don't know. Neither of us were, or at least I wasn't aware of the fact that this had warps, so...
I think I was. It's that freaking rocket. Even getting to it, as you can see, is not easy. Even that is challenging. Like, do you know where they are in Battletoads?
I'm aware of the warps, yeah, but...
There's the first one is, like, you gotta kill two dudes at light speed and run over as fast as you can. And this one, in this game, you have to go full throttle forward of around some enemies.
Video games are so silly. We put a rocket midway into the first stage so you could just skip half the game.
Pinkety Rose is in the water stages. This is about how far I made it when I played this game. It took me like 20 minutes to get here. It's rough. The water zone is not easy.
It doesn't look like it's for the faint of heart. I mean, already it looks like controlling this game's tough enough, and having to do so while maintaining buoyancy in the water seems like a nightmare.
If you're watching Bloodfire do jumps here, look at the one he's about to try to do. Yeah. So you remember Alundra, right? What if you had to jump around corners in that game? That's basically what's going on here. And then you got these gotcha anvils, these hellish. Yeah, that's the end of that snake. It's right in front of the exit, just 3 of them. So mean.
Should have thought about that before you tried to go to the exit.
You gotta go back down and get bigger because you have to do it. And like this is like the first big wall. That jump right there to that, getting past those stinky anvils. Strong snake can destroy an axe with its tongue. Don't like to see that in Wild.
The fact that it feels like your only tool for killing enemies is just to hit them 100 times with your tongue feels maddening.
The life of a snake.
I think real snakes have other tools at their disposal than just their tongues.
Most of them only have 2, 1, one or the other, really. They have constriction or bite. They don't even have tongue. They don't even have that range. And then once you ring the bell,
is a thing in this game. Interesting.
Once you ring the bell, you still have to get to the door. You never get a break. I knew this game would be a rough one, but it's a popular, fun thing. It's a little adventure. Man, those anvils are so gross.
We have a lot of license to play awful games because we only play them for 30 minutes. If this was an hour-long race, I don't know if these people would be willing to tolerate Snake Rattle and Roll.
We're about halfway through it now. Now, Cobra can spit, but does it actually do anything with it? Like, is it good? Like, is it a useful tool? Does it work?
Since we didn't really specify, we'll probably just have them mark their furthest level accomplished, which will probably mean Pinkay Rose will take first on this, but I don't think most of our players are too stressed about placement. I guess it's kind of nice that you can somewhat track progression based on color.
Yeah, it is nice for that.
I was thinking to myself how hard it is for me to tell who's doing well, and then I realized, well, the colors, I think, mostly give it away.
The first part in this game I remember really being dreadful is the ambles on the pink stage, but once you get past that, the water stage and the ice level, that's as far as I got. That's just... Also, did you notice that the, what did you call them, the Nimblies?
Yeah, Nimble Pimblies. That's what the manual calls them.
Do you see what pink has to deal with those?
The fact that they're flying?
No, they're bombs. They're mimic Nimblies.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
They're fake Nimbly Pimblies that come out of the thing and try to blow you up. And I think they have to be destroyed to get the real Nimblies. Yeah. They look real until they start lighting up, too. Like, you can't tell until they've actually completely landed that they're fake. The title theme is good.
It does? I mean, a lot of Rare music is very good.
It's David Wise again, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds right.
I'm watching somebody else die to the anvil trap of pink. Oh, the fall damage too, like you can't even jump down the... It's not that far, it's like 4 tiles. You can see Lambs would be dealing with it. You have to go around because the fall damage is like... It is 4 or 5 tiles up, it's instant death. A cutoff.
That's intense, especially considering how much verticality there is in these stages.
I feel like as you get further, because they don't have the width, they use height. So
then every mistake is just instant death.
Yeah, probably that's probably what the end game is looking like, just a big mountain climb. This is Celeste.
Hey, Celeste doesn't have fall damage.
Has fall sorrow. I don't know how much damage a snake would take from falling in real life. I guess it depends on the snake. Some of them are probably fine. Some of them, I think, actually can hover. If that doesn't terrify you, well, don't go to the Amazon. I think there are a couple that can float around, like squirrels do. But if there's a big old python or something, they probably wouldn't have a good time.
I don't like the idea of flying snakes.
They bite you while they fly by. They do it for no reason. Spitfire's gotta beat that stage. It's been a while since I've seen a stage get completed. Amazing. Brilliant. It's so friendly.
Yeah, this just seems like one of those games it looks very easy for everything to fail catastrophically. Fall in the wrong place, get body parts knocked off of you and have to hunt them down. Okay, this jump that Spritz is being asked to make onto that flying carpet is wild to me. The perspective does not give away where it is. Like, that's just mean.
I feel like they're very far in. Like, they maybe are the furthest player. Maybe I'm wrong here. Let me look at the map again.
You're talking about Spritz?
Yeah.
If you don't count Pink K Rose warping, then yeah, I think you're probably right. At least at this moment, they're the furthest in, I think. Jaspertine was in the yellow region earlier, but Jaspertine, I think, got set back.
Oh no, that's the level before the water zone, and that's where the warp takes you. The word Game Boy is written on one of the stages, like it is just Game Boy. The orange stage up top.
Wasn't this game originally a Game Boy game?
I guess. I didn't know that though. I'm looking at the final stage, and it is yellow too, but it's way up there.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if it was originally on Game Boy, but I know that there's a Game Boy Snake Rattle and Roll as a sequel on the G. Okay.
Oh yeah, Nintendo's written on it too. It's just, they couldn't figure out how to design a map that just wrote letters. That's funny.
But so it has like just big words on the map?
Yeah, they're just like the letter G is the platform.
Okay, gotcha.
Pinky Rose trying to do these icy, round the corner, big jumps. Oh, overshot.
Oh yeah, I see it. In the orange region, it just says Game Boy in letters climbing up the mountain.
They have made it past the ice zone. So you have a couple of lives in this game, and you can burn them up so fast, missing a jump. As you can in most platformers, but it really feels bad here. You work so hard to get there. The enemy's dangerous, but not that dangerous. It all comes down to these jumps. Hold. 5 minutes left.
Hold, please. Oh god. I'm just watching Merlin Cross try to make these jumps.
Oh, they're ridiculous.
Poor Merlin Cross, I'm so sorry. I can't believe Smite would do this to you.
I didn't design this. I wouldn't kill the player here. I would just let them crawl back up and snake again. Like, I would just overhaul all of this to just stop it. Like, I wouldn't even have lives at all. I think I would just expect the player to eventually win. Katie Rose's 5th game over, but they made it further this time.
Someone answer the phone!
Two of the players died at the same time, so I get to hear the death noise regardless. Game over. Wonder if there's any mods for this game to calm it down, or any cheats.
Or maybe brand new Kaizo levels.
Yeah, that's what we need. You can warp to level 3 from 1, you can warp to level 5 from 3, you can warp to level 8 by finishing the first level in 4 seconds, which is what Pink Kitty Rose was doing.
Right.
Isometric D-pad adjustment mod. What? Oh, I see. They've removed the isometric controls entirely. They made up actually go up instead of up right. That is one of the mods for this game.
Oh.
Unlimited continues, easy, and that. Those are the mods. So they're all fixing the game. It's easy mode. Let's see. Start with 9 lives. That's all. Okay. Just, that's it. Alright. Not a whole lot of mods for this game out there.
Cowards. I can't believe no one's ever made Kaizo levels for this. It's upsetting.
Oh, I'm sure there's Game Genie codes. I saw an article that I didn't read that said the Game Genie cost Nintendo a lot of money. I don't know how it did that. I was wondering, but I didn't actually read it. Let's Let's see.
I can't imagine a single way in which that would be the case. Or rather, all the ways I can think of are stupid and nonsensical.
It's because they would say that rentals plus Game Genie equals less purchased games from Nintendo, who hated rentals. The more rentals, the worse for Nintendo. They wanted to sell you the thing.
I guess that's fair.
And
I mean, I guess I see that rationale is that they were selling maybe fewer games because you could more easily beat them on rental.
Nah, Nintendo wouldn't have made money from... Time is up, by the way. Time just hit. Nintendo wouldn't make money on resales or rentals. Probably, I can't imagine any route which they would. Yeah, so we're gonna place will buy the game for $60 and then make 120 off of renting it. So that's the idea. Alright, let's see how we did here, folks. Pinkity Rose, certainly with the level skip at level 10, highest score. Footfire Spritz made it to level 6. Most of the other players made it to 4 or 5.
Which is honestly really remarkable. I mean, this game looks a lot tougher than I realized.
It is definitely one of the... You think Castlevania is hard? Take a look at this kind of games.
Yeah.
I don't know of very many NES games I would say are harder than this, to be honest. Because I've gone down the list. Like, Battletoads is probably easier than this. At least for me. What else is supposed to be hard? Ghouls and Ghosts? Ghosts and Goblins in this case. I guess, maybe. You could make that argument for that game, I guess. But Contra? Not even a little bit of this.
This makes me want to try playing this. I've been aware of it, never bothered to play it, and now I suddenly feel like I need to. I missed out.
Let's see what those retro achievements are real quick. Let's take a look. Snake, Rattle, and Roll. Retro achievements, NES. Here comes the despicable perfect run or something. What's the least common achievement? Conquer the game is very uncommon, 5%.
Does that just beat the game?
Yeah, just beat the game. It's very uncommon. Clear level 3 while holding reverse power up. Have 9 lives. Complete the bonus. Find the warps. These are all, if you're good at this game, reasonable. It doesn't seem like they're doing like a pacifist mode or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just play extremely well. Collect 5 speed ups in one sitting. Collect 5 diamonds in one sitting. Yeah, stuff like that. You could, if you wanted to do these and you liked the game, you could do these, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen worse.
Maybe I'll have to check them out.
Hey, thanks for joining me out the blues.
Of course. Take care.
Let's see you next week.